Hello, how is everyone doing? Yes, I know it's been a while since we went live, but today we have some special guests, Tirth and Man. They are both brothers, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Tirth brothers. So they are today here from the product called Magic. So what Magic does? So if you have seen Screen Run and if you have seen Screen Studio and Tella, you will find all of them inside Magic. So when I use, it has some features of Descript. You can even, in the newer version, you can even cut and remove text and automatically zoom. Pretty perfect, near perfect zoom when you are doing your screen recordings. So enough of me. Hi Tat, how are you doing today? And Man, how are you doing, guys?
Hi, Rabin, and hi, everyone here. Doing absolutely great, and yeah, pretty much excited for the webinar. And thank you so much, Rabin, for inviting us and hosting us on the platform.
Of course,
Hey, Rabin.
when I heard, I was excited. Yeah, Man, you wanted to say something. Please tell
Yeah,
your side of the story.
excited for the live session that we are on right now.
So at the beginning, what we do, let me see who else is here. I will monitor the comments. So if sometimes you notice that I am actually distracted, so I'm actually looking at comments and such things.
Yeah, yeah.
And I will also need to share the video in other places. So that is what I'm going to do on my part. So when I'm doing that, why not you guys, that you start with the story, how it came about, and why it is driving your passion for this product, right? And of course, Man will fill in on his part of the story, right?
Sure,
So
sure.
I give the mic to um, Earth first, then the when Earth finish, Man can continue. Meanwhile, I will share the stream in other places.
Sure, sure, 100%. So, I started Magic exactly 7 months back. Okay. We used to use a lot of other platforms, like Screen Studio was in the market, Tella was in the market. But still, there was no platform which can do editing for you, first. And second, even after using these platforms, let me share my story. I used to use Screen Studio for those smooth cursor moments. I used to use Tella for multiple camera layouts. I used to use Loom for faster sharing of the video using the URLs. And apart from that, I was using a video editor where I can bring all this data, edit it. Let's say if I want to add a blur, adding a blur, I add a background music, add a background music. I was using Canva, and I my favorite is CapCut. So I used to bring everything on CapCut, edit, and then submit. And even beyond this, I'm a SaaS founder, a 2x SaaS founder. So even in my teams, people don't want to record with their own voice. Why? Because I need consistent videos for my SaaS brand, and everyone cannot be consistent in how they speak. So we did a feature where we can integrate some voiceover tool, okay, and we have a voiceover, and exactly the syncing and everything goes on inside the tool. So basically, I was looking for an all-in-one screen recorder tool in the market that can do everything for me, better than anyone else in the market. Plus, AI handles everything for me. I don't have to do a lot of stuff on the software on the platform, and that was a core of building Magic and starting Magic. And yeah, that's why we started to build something for ourselves. And eventually we saw the interest of the people. We went to a community and we saw a lot of SaaS teams, a lot of creators really excited for the software that we were building. I presented a demo, and it was the best demo ever in that particular event of 1,000 plus founders and AI community there and creators there. So that gave us the boost to build the software. So this was the core, it is the core, and it will be the core of the Magic moving forward. So that's a story bit about how we started, why we started, and uh, yeah. So Revin, anything you want to ask me apart from this? Anything about the transition or anything? I would love to answer.
Yes, I can totally understand. And I also want to learn. I think not only me, I think
Everyone.
everyone wants to learn also about Man. Man, please take the stage and tell us your side of the story.
Yeah. So, hey everyone, I am Man. So, basically, I used to work as a technical lead in my previous company. So, first of all, I just want to say how proud I am in what we have built so far, right? Magic, it isn't just a cool idea, it's now a product that many of people are using right now.
100%.
Right. So, like what we found is there is some technical core that we lacked in Magic. So that's where I stepped in right now as a technical lead and a CTO and founder of Magic. So yeah, so just want to say, let's build the incredible product together. And yeah, anything?
Thank you, thank you. I guess ultimately everyone what they want to see that whether you have the passion and the vision at the same time. You need the vision as well, that where you want to see yourself in 6 months, 1 year, or 3 year ahead. How you want to go with the marketing, because there are big players. I mean, it is very difficult to compete with Loom. It is very difficult to even compete with Camtasia. I'm sorry. And the other players in the market, Screen Studio or similar.
100%.
Tella, I don't think they picked up that much of the audience yet, but they are in a promising place as well.
100%. So I can share a bit about this because it was the vision that brought us here and start building this application, right? So definitely before that, we would have thought a lot about where is the market gap currently, okay, and what other companies are not able to solve, and what can be the standout thing for Magic that can place us right in front of all these competitors, as you said, big competitors that we have. Okay, so if you see current screen recording space, which three or four big platforms comes to the head when we say screen recording? Okay, Loom, okay, Camtasia, okay, Tella, some, okay, even beyond Tella, there is Screen Studio that comes to the mind. Now, all the other tools which are there in the market, they are small tools. Okay. Now, all of a sudden, I love the story of Screen Studio. All of a sudden, one app came which drastically increased the adoption of one particular type of screen recorder in the market, which is Screen Studio. Loom was there, but still people adopted Screen Studio for that one particular feature that he brought in the market. And people, and even the pricing that he had was a lifetime deal for everyone, no matter who buys. That's how he started catering to the adoption of the software. Okay, I pretty much align to this GTM right now. As I will be leading the growth now, let me share, Magic is not just for creators, Magic is also for the growth. So when I say growth, we are also building for the SaaS teams. And somewhere we saw that there is an overlap between the creators and the SaaS teams when it comes to the product features also and the product use case also. Even creators right now into selling, and I saw that they are using personalization while selling. And the same is done
Yes.
by the sales team. Okay, even the product marketing team of the company is creating videos of the product. Similarly, creators are also creating some tutorials of the product or whatever they have created. There's an overlap. Where we see is not just dealing with the individuals or just the creators, we see ourselves building for creators and B2B businesses, the SaaS teams more specifically also. Okay, so our product roadmap and everything is in aligned with how we can cater to both this ICPs and not just one. Now, coming here, why? What's the reason of doing this? Okay, Loom is majorly adopted by individuals. All the individuals use Loom. Okay, have you seen any team on LinkedIn or anywhere else boasting about Loom? No, we have always seen the individual boasting about Loom. So if you see here, the whole GTM now moving forward only relies on two things: how much product adoption we can bring, number one, how much word of mouth we can bring outside on social media, number two, and number three, the founder brand. You
Yeah,
see,
I totally agree. I totally agree.
yeah,
The thing about Loom, they have the vibe of Canva.
exactly.
So what they do not promote themselves in a blog post.
Yep,
Sorry. They promote by using their link. When you
exactly.
are sharing the link, it carries the name Loom everywhere, right?
100%.
So it's a mind game for
It's a mind.
them. What my from myself, I had a concern in certain areas in marketing perspective. So you
Correct.
see, I have talked up to 12 people about magic in between, means from last year until now.
This year.
So most of the common words that came with it's like upload is slow. I'm talking about earlier time, not
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now. Okay,
A
earlier
long
time,
time. Yeah.
1 year back. So upload is slow. Render is taking so much time, and this kind of remarks. So what I see, ultimately, what I see that there need to be a finesse. So what I mean by finesse is like a fine polishing
100%.
to make the product polished. And I am just worried about one segment. So what I did, I think last week I went to Google and type magic, right? Mazic, and I did the same thing on Bing.
Hmm.
Usually I do the test like this to see what comes up or what is your competition. You know that you are competing with somebody. So what I noticed that there's a painkiller pill called Magic. They have been around for a while, so they have a lot more presence on the web. And what it did, it actually came up with the thumbnails of the
Uh-huh.
product, which Google does, right? It's
Yeah, yeah.
Google's habit.
Yep.
And what Bing did, it actually looked for magic. The website was on top, but then the rest of the item actually related to magic, the actual magic word. So this might be a challenge if you want to go into marketing to have a unique name that is visible, right,
Yep.
to the search engines. When we are talking about search engines, there is another story behind it. So let me tell you the story behind it because I'm studying on AI with NVIDIA and Google.
Okay.
So I get to know that actually whatever is SEO is doing also being indexed by OpenAI, Claude,
Yep.
and similar.
All the
Right?
chatbots.
So what will happen if your brand name conflicts
Hmm.
with certain entities like these? Then OpenAI might be give wrong recommendation if somebody asks about I want to do this in Magic. Is it
Yep.
possible or not? So it's just a concern. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not
Uh,
saying it's right.
yeah.
That's
So,
something to think about going
sure,
forward, right?
sure. So,
So
let me share my thoughts on this. Definitely, even before keeping the name as Magic, we did a lot of research on if I do search on Magic, then what gonna pops up right now. Okay, and whatever you said, that's absolutely correct. It will be a challenge to compete in the market with a word which is so much familiar that a lot of people have used it before. Okay, but there is a hypothesis which I discussed with a marketer of a very big company, and what he shared with me is, can you bring the content focused on one particular area, specific, like a kind of a thought leadership on one particular area,
right,
and produce the content across a lot of other channels, not just one channel, a lot of other channels, promoting the same thing. Once you start doing this, what's going to happen is if people search Magic, okay, and whenever if you have a lot of content, that simply means on one particular thing, that simply means that if people have those keywords, screen recorder or video editor,
Right.
then
Of course.
definitely your brand will come up. And the same thing for the chatbots also, because they have a lot of content about us, which is particular to a specific segment. So their memory or their knowledge base has one type of content coming from one particular brand with one particular name. If we do this, then even the chatbots will be aligned and everything will be aligned for us. And to be honest, the reason of me stepping down as a growth instead of having a tech end product was this only because we are a small team, and we want to honestly keep the team lean and small and bootstrap. This is a kind of like what I should say, the attitude using which we are building the product. Okay, we want to do this only. Like, even if you will come and tell me right now, Teeth, I'm investing 1 million for you, we'll be saying right now it's not the right time for us. We are not planning to raise. Even if we are, let's say, suppose hypothetically out of the money, still I will say no, because that's the attitude with which we want to build the product. So we are a small team, and what I think is I'm best as bringing the growth, and my brother is best at building the tech. So what I feel is let me focus on growth and unlock all these possibilities that Magic can have. Because honestly, what I can see is in the screen recorder market, only Loom has a lot of content with different use cases.
Yes.
All the other softwares don't have this. No matter they have adoption, let's say Screen Studio has the adoption, but still the use cases that Loom has unlocked, none of the other people have unlocked, and the word of mouth that others have unlocked, Loom has unlocked, none of the companies have unlocked. So I guess that's the kind of opportunity for us to tap in and build a product which supports the use cases much better than what Loom is doing right now. And first, just holistically build the best solution for this use cases, and then moving forward to build the world class all-in-one video platform like Descript. Much better than Descript. Personally, I don't like Descript, but yeah, much
Yeah.
better than Descript.
So I have tested so far because I have a thing for screen recording.
Yep.
So what do I mean by that? Because I like to create tutorials, and then I have to mention Joe because from Loudegg, from our group, Loudegg. So he does Camtasia a lot, and me myself, at least 6-7 years or more,
Oh,
or
okay.
even more. So you can imagine that we can flow through it very easily because we have been doing so many times. So I have tested in total with a diversity of software, including the popular one that you mentioned, altogether 20 plus. So that's a lot of software, and uh, I think that is one of the reason. Earlier I mentioned that desktop recording, desktop level recording means you have an individual app on 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 the system is critical in a sense that it can capture certain things. It can take advantage of the GPU. It
100%.
can take advantage of the CPU, and at the same time, it can create a cache locally before doing the upload. So if anything goes wrong, it can
100%.
continue the upload and whatnot. So all this came from there. So
100%.
I might be traditional thinking that why do you need a desktop software? I mean desktop tool, but we do.
Yep.
When you go into professional level, like if I want to make tutorials every single day, and out of 7 days I make seven, and I want to pick three, I want it to be reliable. Means when I start capturing, it will do the capture, and let's say power failure or the electricity went out, it happens. So we will have a recovery system or certain things. So those days Microsoft Word used to do that.
Yep.
If you're working on a document and the electricity went off, they will actually recover it for you.
Yep.
So certain things, it might not look important at this point, but in the usability factor of it, it is very important. Like you have the Mac app, right? Then I feel alone because I have the Mac laptop. I mean, I have the MacBook Pro, which I use for work specifically when I'm on the move.
Correct.
But my day to day, like I'm streaming right now, is my dedicated GPU, and I have RTX based system. It is 12 gen DDR5 system. So it's a dedicated high capacity system that running on Windows 11 and Linux.
Got
So
it.
I have both Linux and Windows side by side. So the
Got
editing part, I actually use the Windows 11 because it's very hard to find alternative. Like I give you one example, it's very difficult to find an alternative of Photoshop. Regardless what people say, that you can use GNU programs on Linux, it's not even 10% near to it. So yeah, so those are the certain things that to keep in mind. And also Windows still holding a lot of market share. I know it is a bit difficult because there is a lot of machine and machine types, but I think it is doable. Sorry, I talked so much about this.
No, that's fine. Your point is right. Uh, Having a native app brings a lot of things, okay, and having a cloud app also brings a lot of things in place. Like both have their own pros and cons, basically. What are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, I mean that's where the real challenge comes in, right? To build uh, complete this heavy application on cloud. I
100%.
think many of you know competitors have failed in their early stages, and right now even we are facing some issues. Like with our current infra, you can just record the video of 15 minutes, right? So that's where we are working right now, and yeah, I hope.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Can I
Then, yeah, please go ahead.
can
Sorry.
I can I share something? Uh, so as you mentioned that let's say if we bring a native app, okay, and it can use the GPUs and CPUs. Do you know how much time Screen Studio is a native app basically right now in the market? Do you know how much time Screen Studio takes to export a let's say a 60-minute video?
Yeah, no idea. I haven't. I mean, lately I haven't tasted.
Okay, we did the testing. Uh, it takes roughly 100 minutes
What for 16-minute video?
for 60-minute video.
Oh,
It
60 minute. Okay,
60
okay.
minute video. It takes roughly 100 to 120 minutes to export. Okay, and if I do on okay, this is when my Mac is the best right now. I have enabled the GPU acceleration of my Mac. Okay, I don't have gaming laptops and I'm not a big fan of gaming that I have those supercomputers for gaming inside my room. But at least a very good laptop, the highest with all the configurations is something that I have right now. In that, it took 100 to 120 minutes. So almost double the time. Man was not there at that particular point of time, so only I can share what happened. And if you compare this, and if I do this on cloud, AWS gives us very powerful servers than what right now my computer has. So
So,
I can tell you, if I like, it's this is a discussion between me and Man. What Man shared with me is if we build that infra, the new infra, we can maybe export 60-minute video in 15 minutes also.
oh, okay. That's actually insanely fast. So those who are in the audience, please remember, rendering is such a job. It takes intense GPU power. If you apply the GPU power, it will take about 70 to 80% of the GPU power to do the rendering. Means the better your GPU is, it will actually render it slightly more faster. But at some point, it might not be visible because there is a threshold that it can how much it can write to your disk. And of course, that is where the NVMe and Gen 4 drive comes in for the maximum writing capacity.
100%.
Please continue. Sorry.
100%. So the architecture that he shared, we are having discussion on this only before this call. So in our laptops, the threads are limited. So we can't do distributed computing. Okay.
Yes.
But on cloud, we can do distributed computing.
Yes.
So imagine a 1 minute video rendered by 100 of computers in comparison with my computer, which is just one computer. That's something that brings the speed on the rendering. Yeah, it comes with huge cost, definitely a very big cost. But yeah, that's something that brings so much uh, speed for exporting the videos basically, which one
Oh,
laptop cannot.
yes, definitely.
But
Definitely.
yeah, as you say that if we have a native app, one benefit that we'll be having, on which we are also working on how we can make it enable on cloud also, is you can edit the video in the same quality that you have recorded.
Correct.
Why? Because RAM is nothing but your whole
Yes.
RAM that your laptop has. But in
Yes.
the cloud, it's the browser's RAM. So we
Yep.
can't load 3 GB video
Yes, correct.
with same quality on the cloud. It will fail.
I was about to go to that.
Yeah. So we brought a recently, I guess, how many days back? Maybe 1 month back, we released a feature where we process your video, we put it down to 720p even if it's recorded in 2K, and while you are editing, we give you the 720p video to edit.
Right. I
You can
noticed
just,
it. I noticed it.
yeah, you notice exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Like,
Because for me, because I usually work with DaVinci Resolve and Adobe After Effects and Premiere. So
okay,
I have this knowledge of, time code caching. So I use the proxy video to do the actual video editing.
okay,
So on the render time, it uses the actual video. In some cases, we even use the proxy video for, final rendering. So I can totally understand that because otherwise it will be very down performance. Like if you want to bring up a, 2K video on screen on a browser, I don't think it will freeze. I mean, I think it will freeze the entire thing. And this is why there is a certain limit on video when we are talking about browser. So this is one of my another big reason, I'm advocating for desktop app to simplify this process so you make better experience in a way.
100%.
I just want to shout out to few of the viewers. Thanks for joining, Jadip, Sujit, Jim, Francois, and who else? Let me check. Yeah, Joe, thanks. Primal Records, Record. I'm not sure who is this, but thank you all for joining. If you have questions for the founding team and the transitioning founder means Man, you can talk about any technology. I hope I will be able to understand all these. So earlier that I was talking about that I have noticed a product. Let me see if I can remember the product name. So what they do, they help me make my audio clean studio style. So they're a web-based product. So I think I kept it somewhere. Let me just check 1 second that where did I actually put it. So what it does, it helps me to clear up the audio. So it's called Xsound, XOUND.io. So when I tested their product, I realized they give me an option when I upload a video. They give me an option. Do you want to process this on your computer or do you want to process this on the cloud? So I was kind of surprised to see this kind of approach. So I said, okay, do it on my computer. So it seems, so when I do it on the cloud, it takes about, I can't remember what was the length of the audio. So it was about 50 seconds. And when I did it on the PC, I mean, when they say they are doing it on the PC, it was 11 seconds. So quite drastic difference. So that is where it stayed in my mind. And I thought I give that idea out because if it is possible to do it for audio and they can also process videos, then it might be possible for you guys to also do certain processing on client side. I'm not saying everybody has a great laptop, but I mean, when I'm using DaVinci Resolve, I can export 2K video and it's roughly for a 10-minute video, my export time is 2 minutes. and I don't even have the top class RTX. Mine is mid class. I
Okay.
think mine is 3080 Ti, which is 12 GB RAM.
Got it.
So it's still 3 series. I don't even have 4 series or 5 series. So it helps a lot, especially on the rendering part.
So yeah,
Uh,
so I do have a one thing over here is that right now we do have voice background voice
yes,
removal in our Magic application. So yeah, but this whatever you said, this can be done in the future iterations. Basically, it needs to waveform sharpening and processing at the backend side.
Hmm.
Uh, so
I think
that's
the challenge here
right,
is
right.
actually the video file. Because let's say you have the video locally, right? And you finish processing. Once somebody is happy, let's say you show a preview. Okay, we processed it here. Do you want to upload? That upload might be a difficult part. You know why? Because not everyone have a 1 GB line or something. Most of them have 50 to 100 Mbps. So their upload might be taking quite a lot of time after the processing. So that can be a big challenge.
Correct,
Hundred
correct.
percent, 100%, 100%. And all these are the benefits of having a local native application, basically. So on cloud, it needs to make sure that okay, you have at least a decent internet connection,
Yes,
and you have a decent quality laptop with a decent RAM.
yes.
Even this is same
So,
for even this is same for having a native app also, because I remember in my last laptop, last to last laptop, Premiere Pro was not something that I can run. It always used
mm,
to hang on my laptop. So these challenges are definitely there. One thing which I want to share with everyone, okay, if you want to really edit and create videos, please have at least a decent laptop. That's it. Please.
yeah, I agree with that because even if you do screen recording, it
Yeah.
has certain needs because at the end of the day, you are generating render, right? The moment that word comes in render, you should have some sort of GPU support. For AMD is Ryzen, they comes with GPU. I think Intel now have Intel's uh, some of their internal GPU can work pretty well, but it's not the way we want it to be. Because if you have an actual GPU, it will make a lot of difference. Not only your recording, also your delivery.
Agree. 100%. 100%.
I think we are talking about the technology while I think somebody mentioned in the group, I think Alibert group, that how you are thinking of unlimited storage because it's I think some people including myself I'm like okay so how they are thinking about this because one thing I know that storage has a cost but how they are thinking in a long term.
Got
So
it.
I think it is a basic necessary question people will come up with.
No, that's fine. Because see, even before MAN came, we have already implemented this technology right now inside. So I can share. It's okay to share.
Yes,
So
yes,
that
please.
you don't have any doubt that how these guys are supporting, let's say, unlimited storage for now. Okay. So there's a concept known as cold storage.
Hmm.
I don't know how many of you know AWS S3. In S3, you can even have the cold storage. So what I mean by cold storage is one is the hot storage. Whenever you require, it comes at a great speed to your location, wherever you are on your laptop, to your browser, to your system through via internet. And the other is they keep the blocks or the video or whatever file you have in such a storage where it takes some time to bring it out and serve to you. Okay, why? Because even at the back end, even they are saving the cost for them. Okay, so what we have implemented is if some video is not used for, let's say, some months, so right now the ternary condition is 3 months, then we put them inside the cold storage. So then next time when someone, let's say after 3 to 4 months, if someone opens, there will be some delay in bringing that video out and showing that to you. The first load. After that, it will be smooth. but the first load will be little bit slower.
Mhm.
That's how, and this saves us 60% of the cost. So actually, we can keep your videos, all the videos, without having any storage cost on top of it. Now,
Yeah.
definitely, at some point of time, this even this cold storage will bring us a lot of cost. And at that particular point of time, what we will bring is again a native app. So native app was in the roadmap. It is just that let's fix the base, the fundamentals, and then let's work on the a kind of a native app, because then we don't have to deal with, hey man, we don't have this basic feature. Let's build this, and so we don't have we have a limited bandwidth. So we try to optimize the bandwidth and launch the features. So
Um,
yeah,
so I use cold storage
yeah, we're using cold
for
storage.
my servers. So I have servers at home, few
Oh,
servers.
okay. They're using the cold
So
storage.
yeah, their backups are in cold storage. So one thing that is a bit painful, even though it's cheaper, sometimes when you need it on demand, they will actually take time to actually give
Yeah,
it to you.
we'll
So
take
I
some.
used to use Glacier. I
Oh, okay.
think, yeah. So I think you know the name. And now what I did, I put in a bigger NAS in a local location. So I have a NAS, one NAS at home, another one in a local data center. So what I do, I store all my backups kind of instantly. I can bring them back. Um, they are using enterprise drives, like
Okay.
still the traditional enterprise drives. But for my computer, I use all the drives that I have seven uh, slots. I already filled it up. The seven slots are not SSD; they are all NVMe.
Okay.
So I use Gen 4 NVMe and Gen 3. So for the caching, I have a separate drive. So when I do editing or any kind of things, so all the cache will be on a NVMe drive, fast drive. So read and write, they will do their job. And I upgraded the RAM to 128 gig. So RAM wise, I'm okay, but it froze the browser today for a second. So what I did, I immediately press, Control Shift Escape and see what is the RAM usage. The RAM was using about 8 gig. So I can understand. Yeah, I
Okay.
can understand. I'm not complaining about this. What I'm saying, I'm a very technical person who goes into all these kind of things and figure it out. So yeah, that is why my concern was it's not a concern. My point was about the desktop app because I love desktop app. Means everything that is running on desktop have so much power. I mean, I'm not comparing with AWS server processing. That is a separate story altogether. But like I can open up Photoshop in like less than half a second and process a 1 GB PSD file without any worry. So all those things and some of my projects that I did like 20 minutes projects, but in 4K they are tremendously big. Even for 20 minutes, the projects can get insanely big. So what I do, once my project is rendered and I have uploaded to YouTube, what I do, I just push the entire project into the NAS. So I what do you call that? I actually mount one of the NAS drives, not physically, but over the network on the system. So that is where I transfer it, and it become my semi cold storage.
Got it. Amazing.
So
Amazing.
yeah,
Amazing. So yeah, what I feel is that there needs to be both cloud and native both, so that you get the powers of both. Whenever you require something that has to be on cloud, you'll be on cloud. And once you want to do something natively, you can do natively. Something like what Figma and every other big
yes,
software
yes,
did.
yes.
They launched the cloud first because it's easier to build and quick, faster to get it live. And then yeah, they again made the native app so that it becomes smoother to use, and yeah, all the solutions that native app brings. 100% agree.
I think eventually, for business purpose, I think those who you have given earlier access means those who helped you build the business, right?
Correct.
They can have unlimited, but I also think you should monitor abuse.
Agree.
monitor certain amount of abuse. Means why would a screen recording need will have 100 GB of files, right? Unless they are doing 50 videos a day, which is for a human is not,
Not
you
possible.
know it's so easy to do. You try to do 100 videos a day and see what happens. It's not physically possible.
It's not
So
possible.
what? So when the math comes out to that, you can actually create a automation to monitor certain accounts that are they abusing this. So that will be one of my proposition to look after your spaces and
Got
reduce
Sure.
all those costs. On top of that, I think I wanted to ask. Sorry, I forgot to write it down. I had a few meetings today, so I forgot to write it down. That how you are shaping the team. I mean, how you are planning to expand, because eventually you need some manpower. Because man, he will be by himself, but it would be much more effective if he can look it from up in a holistic point of view. He can intervene or teach that, hey, this process you can optimize this in this way, so it will run faster with less latency. So he can teach and build up a team. I know it requires cost, but eventually, if you want to bring this product to the scale, you will need people, right? Or even if you want to go to the VC, you need to tell them that at least you have a sustainable team. That's what
got
I'm.
got it. Uh, let me share the current team. So currently we are two developers. We have third now month who will be leading. We have one UI UX, and we have me inside growth. Okay. To be honest, until we hit 1 million, we'll be not needing anyone else in the tech because we are very stronger on the tech point of view right now, very strong. And the speed at that we ship, no one can imagine that speed. So if you see a softwares like Tella, whatever they have done, maybe 2 years, 1.5 years, 2 years to build that. We just did it in 4 and 4.5 months. Even the
Yeah,
first version.
there's the startup speed.
Yep.
Yeah, it is really cutthroat speed, but you will need that. You will need that, and
And and
but
now,
my concern is whether you are burning yourself out.
uh, no, I would say no. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, we have a very different mindset in the team basically. Because of that, we are able to ship this fast. Okay. And what we see now is there is no life or there is no way to sustain if you are building MVPs and coming inside the market. People don't accept MVPs now. People
Yes.
want a
Yeah.
fully fledged, feature rich
Yes. Operational product. So
operational product.
yes.
Operational product, which delivers an experience.
Yes.
Okay, now people expectations, customers expectations has drastically changed. So
Much
Absolutely.
higher.
I agree.
you have to maintain that speed. You have to maintain that speed at which, let's say, a 2 million or 15 million raised companies like building. Okay, and yeah, so we focus on that. So where the team will increase it definitely under me on the growth side, because let me share my screen.
Yeah.
And I think building a faster product, and that's where we are good at right now, right?
Exactly.
Even like solving bugs or do within 30 minutes or half an hour or 1 hour. So that's where a strong point comes into the play.
That's our strong point right now, to be honest. And now we want to make,
Yeah.
as you see here, this is my code. Uh, since I make this decision of having a switch to the growth, distribution is more important than product. The product has to be the best. There is no option with you. But yeah, what you need to do is distribution. And we want to make this as a strong point now, because when product and distribution combines, you win. It's as simple as that. So that's where we want to focus all our energy, more of our energy on the distribution side. And this will only give us the edge towards all the other competitors, as you mentioned first. And man, you have such big competitors, how you manage distribution?
Yes. So now that you are going into Groove, right? Is that
Yep.
correct? Is that the
Yes.
name correct? Yeah,
Yes.
Groove.
Yes.
So now that you're going into that, so how much of your time will be, taken up? I think it's a valid concern. It's not a complaint, but per se that, that is a job. And yes, for your job, you need to have your commitment, right?
Yep.
So there is the point I'm asking that how you are looking at it,
Got it. Got it. Definitely. See, as I said, why the team will increase on my end because I want to basically lead, but I don't want to. I won't be able to execute. I won't. I will be able to lead. I will be able to make the framework, see the frameworks, track everything,
right?
and do all those stuff. But execution needs to be done by Man and the team that I will be building. So even we'll be putting. My personal thought is I put less of uh, the load of GTM on Man and put more on the team which I am hiring on the GTM front. Okay. So the execution will be done by someone else. The plan, what to do, what not to, that will be managed by me. And rest other stuff, the decisions, as the
So
founder.
man, you will be under a lot of pressure. And yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sorry to say, we will reach
I
out to
mean,
you and message you in day and night.
yeah, yeah. I mean, recently, before 1 or 2 months, I recently became a part of Magic. Of course, as a brother, as a younger brother of Tirth, I knew what the magic is and like how everything is inside the magic. But yeah, to be frank, I'm really excited to be a part of a magic and yeah, as a tech and a founder of a magic. So that's where our team distribution is, right? Teeth will majorly handle the marketing and GTM strategies, and I will be working on a majority of a tech side. So yeah,
When
sleepless.
Man started talking, he said he just recently. So I was thinking he recently got single, or to have more dedicated time. Is it true?
Sorry, we didn't got your question.
No, I was joking. I
Acha.
was saying that he maybe recently become single to take over this charge. It's a heavy task. No time for girlfriends and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I'm
single.
sleepless night
He's
ahead.
single, and that's the only reason he'll be able to manage well.
Yeah. So
Actually,
yeah, I was
I
joking
also
about
have
it.
my marriage in next year. So I also have to look on those all things. So yeah, I will get some time.
So I think yeah, that you can show some of the new stuff that you guys been
Sure,
building, and I might have few messages coming in, and I will check on my messenger what they're asking about.
sure, sure.
Meanwhile, why don't you guys go ahead? I will share the screen again if you are ready.
Okay.
Your screen is already here, so I will just reshare it like this.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So this is visible, right? Awesome. So there are some features, a lot of features that we launched uh, after we did the last launch on early bird. So there's a feature that uh, Rabin was sharing about trim by transcript. This is a kind of descript feature where you select the text, the transcript, you delete, and that particular part will be trimmed very easily. Then if you have a filler words, it will remove your filler words. If you have silences, you will be able to remove the silences. If you have the buffers, you'll be able to remove the buffers. The best feature that why people choose Magic over other softwares, even if they exist, is also the slide feature. So this is just like a PowerPoint slide. You can create a slide. It comes with some templates. We'll be adding more templates here. But let's say I want to go with the intro template. And then if I play this video, you'll be able to see it comes with all the animations and everything already set for you. You just need to change this all the things, this data which is there on this slide. You can change from here, and you can even change the order. You can change an empty. You can create an empty slide. You can upload a video here. You can do almost everything here. Okay, and the best part is if there's a slide, then definitely there needs to be a slide transition. So we built a slide transition where you can choose like what kind of transitions you need. Based on that, its customizations will be there that you can apply, and the transitions will be applied. So there are two features. The third feature that we added, I don't know how many of you knew the voiceover feature or not. It was already there last time. We even made it better. The experience is now better. Last uh, comparison with the last launch, we added the camera layouts. It was there in the last launch, but we added even more layouts inside the camera. Then one thing which we worked a lot on, which took my teams approximately 1.5 months. Okay, so what is that? Auto zoom. Auto zoom was already there. Zooming was already there, but we need to touch that level where people feel, wow, what zoom it is. And
Yes. So I just want to add. So when I did the recording, and I was like, maybe I need to readjust the zoom once it's done. I'm talking about today. Okay. So I did the recording, and then I went into the editor, and then I'm like, hey, wait. I play once, and I was wondering how is it so timely. The zoom is so timely. It's not odd timing like
correct.
last time I had an experience that I
Exactly,
needed
exactly.
to pull it here and there to fix it. Now the zoom is much more accurate.
100%. And with that, if you have noticed, uh, then we have also added a smooth kind of animation when it zooms in
Yes.
or moves or zooms out. Okay. Now that something is is something out of the box. You can't create this instantly. You need to spend a lot of time understanding
Yes.
math, and then you'll be able to bring this kind of features. So I'm saying literally we spent 1.5 months behind Zoom and this cursors. So the
Mm.
cursor that you see right now, it is a kind of the cursor that we have added. We remove your cursor,
Yes.
okay, and we
Then it will follow
now,
the exact mouse position with a
yes,
new image.
yes, and apart from exit mouse position, this positions and this movement will be pretty smooth.
Smoothen. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. And if you notice, there's also a motion blur effect. So wait, I hope I can you see this?
Yes, yes, I have noticed.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's also a motion blur effect which it we added to really make it a kind of out of the box experience when you are recording the screen. So
No,
yeah, this,
that's why I actually like that the amount of things that has been put in. I was just talking about the finesse part. I want to
correct.
use it in a daily basis. So what do I need? So I think in that manner, because I came from product background, I was head of product and before
Oh,
chief of product. So I always like to fusion what the customer want and how the technology fulfill that gap. You know,
exactly.
usability.
User.
So that is why I liked it all for all those reasons. Even the themes, right? I might have mentioned that why not we have presets because
Correct.
I find myself that oh okay I like the border in the glass border and every time I rather than every time I change it, why not I
Yep.
kind of connect it with the brand settings. You know what I mean?
Yes. 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 Yes.
So I can have two, three brands. So by my branding, we will always have the glass
Correct.
border, something like that. So these are all finesse. It's not that it's not there. It's there. We just have
It,
to click two, three times and it will be there.
exactly. Exactly.
So yeah, all those
So
comfort factor. There is
100%.
another name for it, which is comfort factor.
100%. It's I basically see this, it's an experience. Basically, you have the feature, but what's the product experience that you are delivering? All this comes under the experience that okay, we even brought this what you just said that in the previous launch you need to select the background every single time, but
Correct.
now for all the settings we added a remembrance. So whenever you
Mm.
change something, we remember that. So next time when you do, you get the same settings on
Ah,
the video. Okay.
nice, nice.
So then we brought the elements. This something. So even the Screen Studio users and even the other users switch to us to use this kind of features because they need to export and take it to the another editor and their edit and then come back.
Mm.
So we brought this where you can literally add blurs and everything. Basically, blur.
Yes, exactly. I love this. Love these. I would just say if you have the option to give us the option to add some fade in, fade out kind of thing.
Got
Yeah.
Sure. So this is the definitely. So yeah, that's basically the blur. So now I can go to that particular
Yes.
setting and edit that. And one thing that we release is a brand kit. So we have a
Yes.
lot of users who basically want to create all the videos in one particular colors. You don't want to have a background image in the backend, they want the colors.
Yes.
So we give the predefined colors, you just change these colors, and automatically every time when you create the video, the same colors will be followed across the video.
It all
Then
updates.
if you are creating a voiceover video, then we basically also sell to the SaaS teams. So then what happened if, let's say, 10 people are creating the videos on the software, then by mistake for the English language video, someone created in some another voice. So they asked for a feature that, hey man, please, can we just set that for English, this will be the person who will be speaking. Yeah, they can change, but the default voice will be set for them. So we'll release the voiceover artist. Then we'll be releasing more intro outro templates, so you can choose what you want. And these are the customizations available for the video page. So now to show what else we launched, we brought the folders. And one thing which we released is the video page. So let's go to the video page and let's see what all things we have now inside the video page. So wait, let me take a published video. So which video will be published? Let's say there's a published video. I can go to the share page of it. So share, let's copy the link and let's open. Yeah. Okay, let this page load. So this is basically the video page. So here now people can add the comments, they can see the transcript and the settings. So when I say people with whom you will be sharing this URL, they will be able to see. So if you want a default speed to set for the video, you don't want the people to see the comments, you don't want people to use the emoji reactions, you don't want them to see the transcript, download, or you don't want them to see the author visibility, you can basically turn this off. Or let's put it back. And now you can even generate the summary for your video. You can even generate the chapters for your video, all using AI too. You can do everything manually, but you also have AI to do that. And similarly, let me use AI for here also. So here it is AI. You can even generate a step-by-step guide basically. So let's say if I use this, then it will generate a step-by-step guide, a kind of document, a whole document which is editable, just like how Notion is. It's like a Notion kind of editor. This you can do manually also, and you can also generate with AI. If you do, let's see what it does. So now, if you see, then it's still writing. Okay. So if you see here, it has created a step-by-step documentation for this particular video, and you can even edit this like how you are editing uh, inside the Notion. Okay, this was a feature that we made live. Apart from this, now you can even embed the video. Even this was not there inside the last version when we launched with the LTD on Earlybird. So you can copy the embed code and you can paste it on your website or anywhere. Further, we added this emojis. So I used to love this on Loom. It was a kind of a feature which I always used to think that, hey man, Magic should also have this. So we built this where you can add emojis. You can select from multiple emojis here, and you can basically add. So what's more, still there is few more things. So let me do one thing. Uh, yeah, we brought a translate feature. So if you're recording with, if you're creating a videos with voiceover, you can even translate in multiple languages without even touching or going to GPT and then writing the script and syncing and everything. You don't have to do that. We brought the background noise remover. So we also brought this feature of removing the background noise. Apart from that, we also added a way where automatically the title will be generated for the video as soon as you
Yes, I
record.
noticed this and very appreciate this feature.
Yes, 100%. So auto titles are there. Apart from this, you will be able to see in the last version, Rabin, that these thumbnails were not there. There used to be thumbnail like this for all the
Hmm.
videos.
Hmm.
So even brought this gifs so that you get to know that which video you have recorded.
Yes.
Apart from this, one standout feature which sums up. why the positioning of Magic is hit record, AI handles the rest. Apart from everything you have seen how AI handles. But one standout feature, to show that feature, let me record a screen for now. Wait, okay, let's record Magic itself. So let me have the camera and let us
By the
record.
way, I also want to inform the audience, when you are recording with Magic, you can record in sequence. Means you can finish recording one tab, then start recording another
Right.
tab, and so on.
Yes, 100%. They will see right now. Let's show them. So so let's say let me open Google for now, and let's say this is the Mac app basically. So I'm starting
Yep.
the record. Hi everyone. So let's see how you can see the images in Google. So first, let's head over to the images section, and then you will see a lot of images of Google. Now, what if I want to go and see some specific images? So here you will be able to see some specific options. If I want to go with the pixel and see the pixel images, I will click on this pixel images, and now it will show me all the Google Pixel phone photos. That's it for today. Thank you and bye bye. So now if I stop, then here you will see what you said. You can even record another clip here. So if you want to record, let's say a 15-minute video, no need to record it completely. You can basically record in small chunks. That's what you can do with Magic, unlike other softwares. This was something that you were showing, right? Uh, if I'm not wrong. Rabin?
Yep.
Okay, got it. So now let's click on finish recording. And once you finish, it will take us to another cloud basically, where it will start the uploading and the processing of this video. So we brought a very good state and we literally made the uploading fast. The uploading is done, as you see here. Now we are processing this video. So we literally made uploading at god level. This is the highest level of uploading that you can see on any software right now. This was also the pain point when we launched the last time on the early bird. The uploading is very slow. What wish I do? Yeah, we solved it. So let the processing complete. Right now I can remove the processing and I can bring a feature where you can manually do things, but you want to do it because it's just a 10-second of a time that we take. So now if you see, we have the video currently
Hi
live.
everyone. So let's see how you can see the images. So
And you
here,
have all these
if I
effects and
want to
everything
go with
added. But this is the standout feature that we brought, that you don't have to edit the videos now. So if you want to do some kind of apply some effects or apply some features on top of your video that you have recently recorded, no need to kind of go to the editor and edit. Unlike Magic, unlike the previous version of Magic, or unlike other softwares. Let's say if I want a background music, and let's say I want a voiceover on the video, I can just select this and I can do quick apply, and it will start doing its actions. It will start adding all those features. AI will start performing everything on your video, and soon you will be having a video with all these effects added to the video without you even touching the editor or writing the script or syncing or go to the background music tab, selecting the music, adding it, nothing. Okay, so yeah, we brought this particular feature. We call it quick edit, where you use AI to edit the videos. So let's wait for this to complete. Meanwhile, Ravanya, if you have any question, I guess that's it. This everything is something that we brought after the last, like the version which we launched on the early one. So a lot of features you can assume right now at what speed we like ship. So now it's edit. Let me play.
I will only surface one burning question,
Yeah,
because he's my good friend and because he always burns with this fire. So I'm going to put it up on the screen. You take it very seriously, okay?
sure.
I'm not kidding. I'm absolutely not kidding. He is my good friend and he have this burning question.
Okay, sure, 100%. So maybe shall we take this later or right now?
No, just do it later. I just wanted to show
Sure,
it before I forget it.
perfect. Let me play this video. The video is audible when I play, right?
Yes, video is audible. Yes.
Hi everyone. Today we're going to learn how to find and view images on Google. So first, let's head over to the Images section where you'll find a wide array of images on Google. But what if you want to find specific images? No problem. Here, you will see some options. If I want to look for pixel images, I just click on these pixel images, and now it will show me all the Google Pixel phone photos. Thanks for watching. That's all for today. Bye-bye.
Okay, what we did, nothing. And we have
This is actually amazing. I mean, this is very operational. I know because we came from, I think one of our bigger problem is we came from so much bigger software, right? Where we fine tune everything, like every single thing. Like I was talking about ducking audio, right? Well, I think you guys heard my voice. So what I was trying to tell that, if you add a background audio, it should lower down when I talk. So this technology is there, and I'm sure you guys can put it in. The only thing is I haven't tested it yet. But as you can see, this is very operational. I mean, you just did it in less than 5 minutes on screen, live, in front of everyone.
everyone.
I also want to do a spot check because I have a surprise. Guys who are still here, can you say hi, hello?
I did right in front of everyone. Okay.
Yeah,
It's not that I'm showing you something which I have done before and then it is just everything right in front of you. Nothing was planned. Okay.
exactly. I mean, you recorded it, right?
Yeah, I
Right in
recorded
front
it
of
right in front of us.
us. So I just want to check how many of our audience is here, and I might have I have a surprise for them actually.
Acha, okay, awesome,
Yeah.
awesome.
So I have a question. Somebody texted me, right? Because he's out. He texted me separately on WhatsApp, and he's saying why you guys are not publishing any roadmaps or all those things,
Okay.
change log or something.
So from now onwards, from next week, you'll be able to see everything because now I'm focusing on those all stuff. So you will see everything coming up. I totally agree. Let me tell you that we lack in distribution. Okay, we haven't unlocked a lot of channels yet. We are lack at showing people what we have done, what we have built, even though we have such an amazing product. Okay, so now it's time to do that. Now it's time for Man to take the product to the next level, and now it's time for me to show people what we have built. Thank you so much,
Exactly.
Rabin, for
And this point,
yeah,
I want to refer back to Loom and Canva.
yeah,
You remember what I said, right? Their their UGC, their user generated content does the marketing for them.
that's the marketing part.
Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. A lot of
So
people like are telling like pick me. Sure, sure.
exactly. I mean, we need to have the ambition, and then we need to have the vision that where we are going and how is the change going on, and communicate with the audience because your community members, your channels. So whether you want to stay in Slack or you want to stay in Discord or you want to stay in Facebook group. So all these you need a touch point, means either you need to take a look or I don't believe Man can because he will be more on technical side, right, Man?
Exactly.
Right, right.
Operational, he will look at how the release is and whether there is a
Correct.
testing need to be done and UAT and all those things. So all those come in on his hand, and I think you can focus more on this, how you're going to communicate with your base, right?
Exactly.
And the more video people will create and share, the more your product name is going out,
Exactly. 100%.
right?
Exactly.
100%.
Yeah. So we just need to tell them the snippets. Like within 1 minute, you can do a sales video, and you can send it by email with a preview, or send it by WhatsApp with a preview. So these kind of tips will get the ball rolling for them. So they know, okay, so I used to use Berrycast, I used to use Komodo Dex, and I used to use these. So now I have a unified kind of platform where I just do the recording and it gets it done by 5 minutes. So now I have free time. I can send it to 500 people. See the angle I'm looking at.
100%.
So it doesn't have to be that you only do screen recording. The screen recording can also be used in some other context. I believe my friend Francois is still here, and he does something to do with 360. So he did, I remember his site, he did a 360 view of certain things. So what he
Okay.
can do now, he can record that tab and send it to his prospects, that this is possible now. So he can actually use the screen recording, but in a 360 experience. So he just record the possibility of what he can deliver. So these are
Sure.
just simple example. I don't know whether he is still here or not. Frankly, you still there? Say something. Don't be shy. And yeah, so I can go on and on about this, but I think you already know certain areas that you have mentioned already. That is the growth part, and the growth part also consists of community and communication. I believe that.
Got it.
Yes. So he replied, yes, I am. So you can see his comment.
Correct.
So he is a virtual tour Google specialist.
Okay.
So he might be able to use these in different context where he want to do business in certain extent. So yeah, so these are just use cases. So let me just don't drag this so much, but
Sure.
I have something that I'm becoming old. So the problem of being old is as we forget things. This is a very common thing. So what I do voice recording nowadays. You have seen the sample. So I actually have a diary like this, and I keep on listen to it that what I thought at that moment. That date. It helps, and yeah, and I do a lot of calendar. So my calendar is kind of full. Even if I want to go pick up my kid or whatever it is, I will put it in the calendar. I mean, there is work appointments and personal things. All of them are in the calendar. So yeah, that comes with the age. So anyway, so I'm again deviating from the topic. So I want to see how many of you are here, because I have actually the 50% off coupon. So now this is something I don't know. Did Sam give me or maybe somebody gave me? I don't know. So are you guys interested? So who is going to message me afterwards? Is it Francois or Unais or not? Who? Jadip, bro, you want it? So it's basically 50% off. What you can do with this, that you can use the code, and the code contains my name, and you can use this to check out. Remember, this deal is going out in when is the last day?
Day after tomorrow.
So day after tomorrow is the last day.
Yeah. It's the last day of
So
We do 2 days of time, I guess.
who is going to message me? So I'm just going to pick the first 3 people who are going to message me on Facebook. Seriously, this is 50% off, guys. So if it is, for example, what is the tier 4 pricing? Let me just quickly take a look at.
So maybe we can remove the share.
Yeah, I will share the screen for a
Sure.
moment. So give me a chance to share the screen. So you will get to know that what will be the roughly how much you can save. So the topmost plan is actually $399. So if you get a if you get a 50% off, so you look by yourself. So $399 become $199, if I'm not mistaken, right? So No, bro, Sam, you cannot have. You are the owner in early bird. You cannot have it. Okay, so we have another burning question. Is it 100 minutes per month in 399 plan? Sorry,
Yeah, it's 100 minutes per month. So every month it will be renewed. Yes,
it
that's
will
right.
renew every month, right? So yeah. Uh, so I'm waiting for your messages. I already got the messages, and I'm going to give them the coupon. So congratulations, whoever texted me, they will get it, and I'm going to. So yeah, sorry, I got distracted for a little bit.
No worries, no
So
worries.
guys, the deal is ending day after tomorrow, and yeah, so the deal is ending day after tomorrow. Please take that in note. Whether this is something that is fits in your workflow, the most important part is whether it is workable for you or not. If you do not use, if you get the product and do not use, there is no point. You won't be able to give feedback to the founders as well, because at the end of the day, when a startup like this, they will require a lot of feedback from us. Those are the people who are constantly engaging, constantly modifying or building things, and they are missing some elements, then they can communicate with the founder, right? So in that way, we improve the product in a bigger scale.
Yes.
And I would send a friend request to Man later, and so I can ask him, trouble him time to time that, hey man, something new coming up. Why there is nothing new in the last 3 months? All these kind of silly messages I can send to him. So he will be mad for some other reason. So Jimo is asking about this.
Custom domains, as Man just recently shared, that it's there in the roadmap. So the next,
Okay, it's in the
you can
pipeline.
say the
It's in the
next thing
pipeline.
is
Yeah,
that we
they're
like we
sharing
are.
that thing.
So Manoj, you can't see the coupon. There is only 3 coupon. The person who will message me on Facebook, I mean, whoever will message me first, and will get it. So there is only 3. It's 50% off. Uh, I think I can send you a sample video if you like, or they can post it. So basically, it's a screen recording software that we used to make tutorials, guides, or send it to a colleague that how this thing is done. For example, how do I do this? So I show the process to the person, so I don't have to tell him more than one time. And this can be used for other purposes. You can use it as a sales perspective because it comes with a landing page. And in the landing page, you can put in your sales message and a CTA, right, to communicate. So there are so many uses for this, not only screen recording, if I'm not mistaken. So
I'm
that's
curious about how it works. So Jingu Yon, okay. Uh, so custom domain will be connected with the workspace. So let's say if you have 10 people in the workspace, all will be having the same custom domain. Okay.
Correct.
So the next release is analytics, where each videos on the page analytics you will get, and then we'll be releasing custom domain. But for now, our major, so Man and the team's major focus will be on having the info.
I think ultimately, after looking at all of the things and discussing, we have gone into pretty much a lot of details, right? That and Man, and thank you, Man, for joining. I really appreciated that you joined. and because
Yeah.
a heavy part of the technology will be on your shoulder. So yeah, no girlfriend for next 3 years.
No, I mean, I'm just a 21-year-old right now, right? So
Yeah,
apart
I mean, nowadays you see people or not, they are 14 years old got girlfriend. So yeah, so that happens. So I'm just saying that yeah, it's a tough job. You sometimes you might feel like it burns out. So reach out to your brother and share where you're feeling certain challenges. Then when both of your brain works, it will be much more easier to solve. I believe in this.
sure.
So I mean in a group,
100%.
and
And we
yeah,
have amazing two other developers also. Uh,
yes,
Right.
so yeah,
We do
everyone
communicate
is a great team. Absolutely amazing.
100%.
nice, nice. So I would just like to see a bit more polishing and finesse that I can start using it in a daily basis, and to be honest, the functional side is already there. It is pretty solid, and just a little bit of polishing that I will say. Other than
Again,
that, it is workable, very very workable product.
we'll definitely connect and we'll take the feedback from you. And we'll also love to have you as a VIP customer so that we learn a lot from you and we build based on that and yeah, improve the product to make it the best.
So Franco was asking me separately. For him, it is utmost important that it works in French language. Before he commit to the product. So
Correct.
what will be your plans going forward for the languages?
We are bringing this. It's already there in the plan, where whenever you are recording, while recording, like before starting the recording, you tell us the language, and based on that, everything inside will be followed for the French language. And one more thing, we are also bringing a product language. So it's about to go live. Maybe in 1 2 days it will go live. So inside the product also you will be able to change the language so that if you are preferable with French, you only
Right,
see the whole product in French.
right.
Going live super soon.
Okay. So Unais was asking that specific number of domains allowed in all tiers. So whether it
One
is fixed or
one domain per workspace. That's it.
okay, one domain per workspace.
Per workspace.
Okay, okay. So I think we have done 1 hour almost. Now is I
One and
think
a half
one
hour.
hour 23 minutes. That's a long life. And yes, we have discussed quite philosophical and technical things all together. So I still believe that there is a lot of path to this vision, and we would like to see in a community manner that they are going to put in more footing into it, like social media and how we communicate with them and what are the responses and such things. So yeah, I am positive, very positive, and I mean I have seen the product, the changes, the radical changes from last year to this year. I should have recorded then and now, so you could have seen that what has been done in between. There's a lot of things has been done. All right, so guys, just remember you have to text me on Facebook. If you do not know me on Facebook, please figure it out. You just search my name on the internet, you will find it. So text me and I will give you the coupon. Only the first 3 people will get the coupon. And thank you, thank you, man, for having this long discussion. I hope you like the discussion like I did.
Yeah.
And hopefully it was helpful, and you get something out of it as well
Yeah.
from the
I mean,
experience.
that's yeah, right. We are like super excited for what's ahead, and big thanks to everyone over here. Right now, your support means the whole world for us. And yeah, do join our Slack community and give us the honest feedback and all.
And I believe you guys are very young, so take it easy, because there will be sometimes it is hard, sometimes you will be very happy. So it's like a those kind of ride. Means it's not always 100% happy or 100% bad. The bad things also you will learn something that you can use it for your next experience. So yes, just communicate with the community. I think that will be great.
Yep. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed the conversations with you. Reason being very simple. You knew what space we are into, and you like being a tech guy. We have like same brains. We think
So
similar.
to tell you the story, my first program I wrote in 1993.
Okay.
It was written in COBOL. It's a banking software.
Yeah, we know. I know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
So it was back then. It's so much back then. So many things changed in between, and we had to keep ourselves updated
100%.
to the latest things. So yeah, with that, do you have something to say to the audience before we go off?
One thing from my side, which is grab this deal, okay, and whatever feedbacks you have, as one said, share with us on the Slack. Everything, good, bad, everything. Okay, definitely we'll be having more good stuff, but nothing is perfect. Uh, Everything and nothing can be perfect. So definitely we'll be listening to your feedback. We are bootstrap company. We just have one person, or we would say one kind of people to whom we listen, which is you, our customers, and another is our gut. So the only thing that we listen to. So yeah, would love to have you inside the Slack community and help us build the world class product for in the video space. So yeah,
So
let's
Vinay
build up.
also asked, is Magic part of
No,
Groove?
no, I'm just a part of it. That's it.
Okay, Man, you have anything to say? Please go ahead.
Yeah, that's the only thing. It will, for me also, this all is a new thing, right? I will give 100% to a Magic, and hope it grows and beats the competitors that we have, the big competitors that we have in the market. So that's all from my end. Thanks a lot.
Looking
Thank you,
forward.
guys.
And I also wish me luck to build world class products at Groove. Already we are doing that, and you're building amazing products there too.
Fantastic. Yes, you will. Just, you just have to grind it. You have to
Yep,
grind it every day.
100%. 100%. And there is
All
no
right,
choice.
guys.
You have to grind.
Yes, no choice. All right. Bye bye,
Okay.
everyone. I will
Thank
see
you.
you on my next
Thanks a lot.
video.
Thank you, Raven. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you,
Have a great
man.
day.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.